before giving in Dhamma talk, we will pay respect Buddha, who is the owner of Dhamma, by reciting in Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So we are talking about Ājīvapārisuddhi Sīla, morality of purity of livelihood. So to practice good livelihood, so there are 6 Vinaya rules coming in from 2 to 7 rules, or out of 2 to 7 rules. And those are related to livelihood that we have said. So another thing is pretending or disguising to get more gains about using improprieties. So also speaking near to the jhana, keeping in bodily posture to be embraced. So about that we have said. Next one is Lapanā. Lapanā is talking. Next one is Nemittikatā. No. Nemittikatā. Okay. Kuhanā. Kuhanā pretending finished. Lapanā talking near to the jhana. It is also finished. Nemittikatā. Nemittikatā is showing signs or hints. It is also finished. Next one is Nemittikatā. Nemittikatā. Nemittikatā is like maybe grinding. Grinding is something you make to be pounder. I think it is a grinding, right? So to make a pounder, something to make something to be pounder. So it is a Nemittikatā. Or sometimes a kind of seed. To have a wine, you need to grind. You need to press to get wine from the seeds. So you keep many seeds on a stone with another stone. You press. So if so, you will have wine. In the same way, to get gains, sometimes you need to grind devotees, their qualities, to get gains. So how to do that? So about speaking about the abusive speaking about the abusing. So in order to donate, so sometimes because of harsh speech, the devotee have to donate, no choice. So this is one thing. Another thing is, this devotee, this one totally not have a faith, not like other people. Something. If a Bikkhu say, devotee, no choice, have to donate. So it is blaming. So another way to talk. Donor, come. This is a big donor. Like that. If you say big donor, then the devotee have to donate. So, but it is not good livelihood. So another thing is make a joke about the devotees. When you say this one not donate, when you say that this one isn't, this one not donate, this one does not donate. When you say in this way, and this one is always donating. What he donates is there is no. There is no. Like that. So it is his donating speech. What kind of speech he donates? There is no. So if a devotee is said in this way, so no choice, have to donate. So this kind of thing is called Nemittikatā, like grinding something to get wine. So making a banda or producing wine from the seed. So it is to be avoided, not to practice. So it is not good livelihood. So some receivers may say in this way, harsh speech or sometimes blaming in the middle audience, sometimes praising in the middle of audience, calling, big donor coming, this is a big supporter or something like that. So sometimes blame. So people no choice have to donate with plate, without plate. So it is not good livelihood. This is saying, not simply saying having evil desire. So desiring more gains, they said. So if it's simply said, it is okay. So next one, Lābhena Lābhaṃ, Nijigīsanatā. Finding or earning some gains with another gains. For example, you may get something from some house. So after that, you give to another house to pursue it more donation. For example, something from the Myanmar, giving into the Singaporean, some them from the Singapore, you get giving into the Myanmar, something like that. So some may find gains in this way. So it is not proper earning, proper finding gains. So by going arms around, you get, it is okay. By learning Buddha's teaching, by practicing Sila Samadhi Pinya, people have faith, you may get gains. It is righteously gained. But cannot do in this way, like making a friendship, getting properties. That is not the right way. So it is to be avoided. So yeah, some are saying, some are pretending bodily posture, some are using like rough robes, eating rough food, staying in a forest, something like that, having with evil desire. So these are pursuing gains. So it is not good livelihood. So to get pure livelihood, to avoid those things. Okay, next one. Next Sīla is Paccayasannisita Sīla, property dependent morality. Paccayasannisita Sīla. The Sīla dependent on properties, requisites. So you need to use as requisite like robes, food, dwelling in place, medicine. So need to use. If no use, more agusala, more evil thoughts, evil deeds will have. For example, if we don't eat while we're hungry, so being oppressed by hungry, usually those mind is not stable. So we must eat. But to eat, not to have agusala, need to reflect. So need to reflect. So you may know that reflect the way of reflecting. So for the robes, Pati-saṅgha yoniso jivaram pati-sevami yawa deva siddhasa pati-ghādāya, etc. So for the robes, whenever you wear the robes, you need to reflect to dispel heat and cold, to avoid mosquito, hot wind, snakes, poisonous creatures, dukkha, shameful body parts. Just for that, I wear these robes. Need to reflect. Whenever you wear, so at least one day, one time, you need to reflect. Because if not reflect, sometimes although the same color, we may think, oh, to be beautiful or to be handsome. So if so, with this mind, agusala will come. Even may compare with the other Bikkhu, oh, my robes is better. Something like that. So because of this, whenever you wear the robes as a needs, you need to reflect. The way of reflection is given by the Buddha. So, if so, you may not have agusala when wearing. In the same way, eating in time, when we eat, should reflect to practice this sila. So, I eat this one not to play like a children. And so, not to be pride like a strong man. If I eat, I will be stronger, like fighters, like boxers. So some to full the bodily parts, to have a nice body, to have a nice color body. I don't eat. Why I eat is to be balanced, this body. To dispel being oppressed by hunger, to practice holy practice, to dispel old feeling. Old feeling means hunger. Not to have a new feeling. New feeling means overeating. So, not to have a fault by eating righteously. Just to be comfort and eat this food. So, in this way, should reflect. If we reflect in this way, it is directing our mind why we eat this food rightly. So just to maintain this body, and just for needs we eat, not to enjoy, not to play, not to be pride with being strong, just to practice Dharma like that. So it is needed. It is changing the mind to the right direction. So there are many people who are eating improperly. So those people need to reflect. In the Buddha time, there is a King Kosala. King Kosala is eating a lot. Eating a lot. So really like as a Myanmar saying, like one goat. One time one goat is a curry. So Prabhupada do that curry rice also. Rice is I don't know how to measure. So like 32 people. So nowadays we eat it is enough for the 32 people. Again, he can eat alone. So his curry is one goat. So he has a faith in the Buddha. So one time came to the Buddha after eating. He is very sleepy, being oppressed by sleepiness. So at that time, the Buddha teach him the way of reflecting, but he cannot memorize. Instruct his people to memorize. When he should stop eating, so the boy have to recite that stanza, learned from the Buddha. So for those who has mindfulness, who know limited eating. So will be old slowly and will have less disease. So because of this, eating in time need to reflect. Even in one meditation subject is called Ājīvapārisuddhi, perception or disgusting about the eating, about the food. So it is needed. If you are meditator, maybe you may already relinquished your home or wife or husband, but still you need to eat. So come to the meditation center, attachment to eating. So unavoidable. You need to associate, but you need to reflect. So everyday reflection is changing our mind softly. So to go to right direction. So it is very good to reflect. If you cannot control your mind suddenly. So there is one stanza. Without eating 4 or 5 mouthfuls, drink water. It is enough for the Bikkhu who sent his mind to the Nibbana to have a comfort. So when you are eating, so last 4 or 5 mouthfuls, you should not eat and just drink. So left 4 or 5 mouthfuls, so and replace water. So it is suitable for the practitioner. It is to be comfort when you practice meditation. So usually, if a meditator, real meditator, no need to work this and that jobs. So just meditating balancing. So may not need to have a lot of food. So because of this, this is a set in a teaching. But you need to check your body also, condition also. And some people is okay. In the same way about the dwelling in place, need to reflect. Sometimes we stay in the monastery. Some monastery is not good to stay. Many arguments. Maybe you may attach to that monastery, cannot go out. But the monastery not beneficial for the practice. Many Augusta still staying. Why it happens is, I think, because of no reflection. If we reflect, only we may stay in a beneficial monastery, may not stay in the not beneficial dwelling in place. So whenever we use dwelling in place, we should reflect to dispel cold, to dispel hot, to avoid mosquito, caterpillar, housefly, sun, snakes, centipedes, etc. So I stay in this dwelling in place. This is our aim, proper aim to stay in a dwelling in place. So without needs, we should not stay there. Because of needs, we should stay. So should reflect in this. Another thing, medicine. About the medicine, the same. So when we eat medicine, so to dispel disease, just to dispel disease, which is arising because of unbalancing in body, which is a medicine to protect our life and the opposite of disease. So medicine is just to dispel disease. It is the most. So that means that some may take a medicine to have a good skin or to have a beautiful body or something like that. It is more than dispelling disease. Want to be perfect. So it is not right perception for the practitioners. Because of this, eating medicine also, when eating medicine also, we should reflect. Not only that, everything you use, we should reflect. Nowadays, like internet, iPad, phone. So why we use, which is the proper use. So we should reflect again. So to direct our mind to go the right way. So there is one lady asking question to solve her problem. When she go to shopping, she bought many things. When she reach home, not really need. Not really need. So after that regret, she said. And we never thought in this way. Without need. So why she bought? Why she buy? Maybe never reflect when she use properties. So sometimes even to bhikkhus, they want to donate this one, that one. So sometimes I reject because a lot of properties in the monastery. Not medicine also different types. So we don't really need. Sometimes we don't really need it. So, but maybe they want to use this and that. So we should reflect why we use. What is the proper purpose? We use the properties. So there are some reflecting ways about the food, the robes, dwelling in place, and the medicine. So to practice Sīla, number one is Pātimokkhasaṃvara Sīla. To practice 2 to 7 rules, especially in brief. So we need to have a faith in the Buddha. Without having a faith in Buddha, we cannot practice. So it is to abstain. We don't need to do anything, just we avoid, to avoid. So if we have faith, we believe in Buddha's rule, so we have ability not to do that. So just need a faith in the Buddha, in the training rules, in the Saṅgha, who practice those rules. So like some people say, Oh, not eating in dinner, it is his habit. No need to practice. Not eating in dinner is just because you like it, you do that. No good deed, no bad deed, they said. They don't have faith in the Buddha, in the rules, and in the Saṅgha. So with this in mind, cannot practice. So because of this, need to have a faith. So if you have faith in your mind, it is clear. So believe. So it is a kind of power to follow those rules. So to increase faith, we need to stay in the right place. We need to associate good person. We need to listen proper Dhamma, noble Dhamma. We need to practice according to Dhamma. If so, it will increase. So we should take those precepts with the faith. After that, we should follow. So there are some simile giving and teaching, like a kind of bird. We call it in Bali, kiki. Kiki wa andam. So a kind of bird named Kiki, we call Kiki. So they protect their egg by giving in their life. So another being is Chamari. Chamari is like a bull or like a buffalo. So they protect their tail by giving in their life. So usually their tail can make fun for the royal people. So if something stick their tail, they will abandon their life. They will not break their tail. So a mother who has only one child, one son, will protect her son by giving her life. In the same way, a person with one eye will protect his eye very carefully. So, like those examples, we should practice our morality respectfully in the whole life. So it is about Buddha's teaching with similes. So there are some stories in the past, long time ago, in Sri Lanka. We call it Sihala Dipa in Bali. So there is one Mahatera, so caught by the thieves, robbers, tied with the creepers. So live in the forest. Usually he trying to move. He can try to move. He can try to catch creepers. But if he catch creepers, it is breaking rules, destroying destroying trees or creepers. So because of this, the Bikkhu Mahāthera didn't cut creepers, which is a tying in the body. So by lying down, he practiced Dhamma. Within 7 days, he reached Janakābhivaṃsa. After that, passed away, reborn in the Brahma realm. So it is protecting his morality by giving a lot. So in another martyr also the same. By time, live in the forest. At that time, forest fire came to him. He can cut better creepers, but it will break, destroying trees, creepers included. So because of this, didn't cut. Practice Dhamma, Vipassana. After that, become Arahanta and pass away. So at that time, many bhikkhus came there, burned his body, made chediya that in that place. So those are examples, martyrs who have given their life for practicing morality. So to practice Pātimokkhasaṃvara Sīla, we need faith. To practice Indriya-Saṃvara Sīla, controlling faculties, we need mindfulness, remembrance, to be careful. So, if I break Indriya-Saṃvara Sīla, it is possible to break Pātimokkhasaṃvara Sīla. So, in the Buddha time, there is one bandit named Nijigīsanatā. I think he is a poetic, at least the same name. So poetic. So when he go to arms around, he saw one female have lust, have attachment. So at that time, he told Pandit Ananda, who is reborn in the Gautama clan, I'm burned by fire of raga, lust. This attachment burned my mind. I apologize to you out of compassion. Please give Dhamma to cease my attachment. At that time, Pandit Ananda gave Dhamma. Because of perversion of a perception, the lust burn your mind. You should dispel perception of beauty, perception of attractiveness. You should practice Asubha meditation. If so, attachment can be dispelled. So at that time, you practice Asubha meditation, can dispel attachment. So lust is ceased. So it is because of breaking Paccayasannisita Sīla, he has attachment. So next one is in the Sri Lanka, who stay in the Karandaka cave. The Bikkhu's name is Ājīvapārisuddhi Mahathera. Ājīvapārisuddhi Mahathera. So Ājīvapārisuddhi Mahathera is staying in the Karandaka cave. In that cave, there are many drawings about the renunciation of 7 Buddhas. So, renunciation of 7 Buddhas, they draw in a cave. So, very wonderful drawing. When guest bhikkhus came there, they saw those drawings. After that approach to the Mahathera. So at that time, guest bhikkhus told the Mahathera, "Oh, in your cave, there are many wonderful drawings. Those are very wonderful," they said. "Oh, I have been here 60 years. Although I have been here 60 years, I didn't know any drawing. All your eyes today very sharp. Because of sharp eyes of all of you, I have a chance to know." So, in this case, Mahathera, although he have been stayed about 60 years, never saw those things. In the same way, in the gate of cave, there is one tree, blooming flowers timely. So never see it. When the flowers blooming, falling down into the ground, at that time the Mahathera knew that, oh, flowers are blooming. So by hearing Mahathera's practicing about the controlling faculty, the king want to pay respect, send the messengers to invite Mahathera. Mahathera didn't go to the king. So at that time, the king announced to the country. So any mother who has a child must wear in the body something special, not to give mother's milk to the child. So until Mahathera come, if Mahathera didn't come, all mothers cannot give mother's milk to the child, to their children. This is a cancer problem. No. Because the king wanted Mahathera to come his country to pay respect. If there is a king in your country, so if they do in this way, how you will do? So now king is announcing, until Mahathera come, no mother can give milk. to their children. So children are crying because of not gaining milk from the mother. So at that time, Mahatthera knew that out of compassion have to come, no choice. So when Mahatthera come in a country, he sent some messengers. Please invite Mahatthera to take a precept. So at that time, can pay respect, offer meal, food. But he told Mahatthera, now we don't have a chance to practice a Sīla, to take a precept. I will take in tomorrow. After that, king and queen pay respect to Mahatthera. So when the king pay respect to Mahatthera said, great king, be happy, may you be happy. When the queen pay respect to Mahatthera, at that time also, great king, may you be happy. So at that time, the other bhikkhus told Mahatthera. So although the king come, great king, may you be happy. May you be well. Although the queen pay respect, great king, may you be happy and well. Mahatthera didn't know king or queen. So at that time, Mahatthera said, in my mind, I didn't mark, I didn't recognize this is a king, this is a queen. Mahatthera said, yeah, those who practice in the rear, controlling faculties, it is possible. So I already become habit, looking down, very difficult to see. Also don't know how to see. So we heard in the other country, have to see face by face, have to see each other when talking. So Bikkhu's practice is not like that, looking down and talk. Even in the matter of time, especially Theras looking down and talk. In Myanmar, we have a joke. One day giving a talk a very long time without seeing. So at that time, Kabya is nearby, sitting. Is it good? Yeah, Dhamma is good, but nobody here already went back. So, because Bikkhu didn't see, looking down, talk, only one Kabya in front of him left. So, in this way going on. So, Bikkhu's habits, people's habits different. In other countries, especially maybe Westerners, seeing eye to eye, face to face, have to talk. So it is different from bhikkhus. Sometimes we don't know that. We just see away and talk. They may think it is not interesting in speech. So now queen come, king come, but Mahatthera didn't know it is a queen or it is a king. So always looking down. After 7 days later, the king understand. Staying in a city for the Mahatthera is suffering. Because of this, allow Mahatthera to win back his cave. So climbing into the walking place, walk in meditation. In that day, the 3 days at the gate of cave, by holding light, stand there. Mahatthera thought, today very bright, maybe because of my meditation. I'm happy. So practice Dhamma. At the middle of night, become Arahanta. All the whole mountain have echo because of being Arahanta. So this Mahatthera is named Chaitya-Gauta, good practitioner. Even in the Deva, love him. So this is one example which we should try to follow to be this kind of Chaitya-Gauta Mahatthera. So another Mahatthera is Mahametta Mahatthera, about the controlling faculties, Indriya-Saṅvara Sīla. So his mother have some kind of wound in the chest. Daughter also Bhikkhuni, son also Bhikkhuni. So mother get disease, get wound in the chest. At that time, mother told her son Bhikkhuni, please give it to your brother, and told about my disease. Ask medicine. So the daughter Bhikkhuni went to the brother and reports. So, but the brother Bikkhu said, I don't know which medicine is good. I don't know about the medicine. But I will give you one kind of medicine. Since I was Bikkhu, until now, I didn't see any woman with attachment. Because of this saying and truth, me and my mother be happy, be well. So when you went back, when you reach to the mother, please recite. This is truth that I recite. After that, you wrap your mother. So the sister Bhikkhuni did according to brother's saying. So the disease recovered, the wound recovered. At that time, mother said happily, if there is a Buddha now, will bless my son's head with his hand. So we have said two stories. One is Chaitya-Gauta, one is Mahametta Thera. So the practicing way is a bit different, although they practice controlling faculties. Chaitya-Gauta Thera, avoiding object, always looking down. So, but Mahametta Thera is no avoiding object, just protecting his mind not to have greed. So, through our practicing, we can see. So Chaitya Gauta Thera's practicing is like a closing in door, not to have evil people, bad people. But Mahameta Thera's practicing is not closing in door, but just protecting or preventing like thieves. Anyway, both are wonderful about the practicing Indriyasamvara Sīla. So because of this, to practice Indriyasamvara Sīla, there are two ways. Just closing in door, avoiding object, or not avoiding object, but seeing way of seeing. Maybe you may see as a asubha, or you may approach with the vipassana. So you can do in this way to practice Indriyasamvara Sīla. So to practice Indriyasamvara Sīla, we always need mindfulness. To practice Pātimokkhasaṃvara Sīla, we need faith. To practice Ājīvapārisuddhi Sīla, we need effort. Make effort, work hard to have gains, like by going arms of food. It is tired. Maybe every morning I have to go because of not much gains you have, but it is a good livelihood. Okay, these are about the Sīla. We will stop here because the time is up.
Okay. My question is, if a foreigner wants to learn Pali, and is it the better way to learn through Myanmar and learn Myanmar first and then translate, understand the Nisaya of Myanmar, or just learn Roma words to learn Pali?
For the Pali, writing is not difficult. Roma or Myanmar, about that anyway is not so difficult. Roma also not difficult. Myanmar writing also not difficult. But you will learn in Myanmar translation by learning Myanmar first of all, or you will learn directly in English or in Chinese. So it is only to be chosen. For example, if you can learn Myanmar well by staying in Myanmar, so then if you learn Pali, there are many supporting books like a Nisaya or dictionary. Because of Myanmar, about the Pali already have been a long time in Myanmar. So there are many supporting books, complete books. So if you have learned a few grammars, a few things, later on you can work with a lot of supporting books. So it is a good way. If you don't learn, if you learn with your language, like Chinese or in English directly, so may not have many supporting books. So if so, you need to learn very cleverly about the grammar, about the dictionary, like that. So it is a different result. So I may recommend, like you come and stay in Myanmar, so learn Myanmar rather than learn Pali. So it would be good. If you don't learn directly in English or in Chinese, you need a special teacher who will focus you, who understand Chinese or English and Pali. you need this kind of teacher. You are dependent only like 1 or 2 teachers. So it is more difficult to get, I think. Okay.
Okay. Is the Myanmar grammar more similar than English grammar with Pali grammar?
Yeah. Myanmar grammar is more similar than English grammar. Yeah, more similar to Pali compared to English.
Second question, for us, is it also does it also fit for refresh the clothes? For example, when I look for the clothes, I just think, oh, this is beautiful. That is not beautiful.
Purpose when you wear the clothes. This reflecting ways, especially for the bhikkhus, for the practitioners. So if you are aim to be proper dhamma, you need to reflect. To just to be comfortable or to prevent cold and heat. That is proper aim. But sometimes as a lay people, so even you may need to make other people to impressed, to be impressed, to impress you. So about the earning money, this is another. This is for the worldly benefit. But for the Dhamma, if you aim, you can do the same thing, like a Bikkhu's reflection. Okay.
The third question, and how to restrain our eyes, and for example, mullahs, and as the layman.
Layman also can train without need. So we don't see also okay, or you may. Sometimes like movies or internet, so we may control, even the lay people may control accordingly. So if you aim to Dhamma, so sometimes because of earning, you may need to stay in a city, so less a chance to practice. But if you really aim for the Dhamma, so sometimes you may stay in the forest. So to practice. Anyway, even in the city, without necessity, may not see. So only you choose a beneficial seeing, or beneficial listening, something like that. Accordingly, you can do that to maintain mind to be calm.
Okay, thank you very much, Bhante. Bhante, some questions on the screen. Bhante, if we are making wholesome or unwholesome karma, when the karma is ripened, will we get the same amount of vipaka, meaning result? For example, if you make one akusala deeds, akusala karma, will the vipaka or the result will be happen one time or many times?
It is based on akusala you have done. So if you have done a lot of time and strongly, it will be many times. So, but the mind's arising is very fast. So usually many times, like multiplying.
Meaning, Bhante, if I make one akusala mind, if it is strong, it will have a lot of multiple of results. Is that correct?
For example, although we kill one being, for example, killing a mosquito and killing an elephant. So mosquito killing is a short time. So killing an elephant is a lot of effort you need. So killing an elephant will have a more result.
Meaning, Bhante, is not one-to-one kind of thing, right? Correct?
Yeah, so about the one mind, one mind, if you say with the mind moments, so one mind moment, one time you will get.
Okay, thank you, Bhante. Bhante, next question. Sayadaw, a Chinese friend said she is a disciple of 2 gems instead of triple gems, only disciple of 2 gems because she lost faith to Saṅgha. So some ordained person don't keep precept well. For a lay devotee in this case, how to increase faith?
So you need to understand what is a Saṅgha. Saṅgha Saranam Gacchāmi. Saṅgha is just a noble Saṅgha. In the Saṅgha Saranam Gacchāmi, I approach Saṅgha as a refuge. So about that, only noble Saṅgha. So taking a refuge is a very strong word. So that person cannot be wrong, cannot do any mistake. Noble Saṅgha didn't do any mistake, especially intentionally. So Saṅgha Saranam Gacchāmi is referred to the noble Saṅgha, but not ordinary Saṅgha. So, but ordinary Saṅgha is similar to real Saṅgha, wearing clothes, some morality, although sometimes breaking, trying to be the same. In the same way, view. Saṅgha means a combination by view and by rules. So those noble Saṅgha all rule the same rule, never break intentionally. The same view they have. Ordinary Saṅgha also the same rule and the same view. But ordinary Saṅgha, sometimes it break. So like that, we believe a Buddha, real Buddha, but we also pay respect to statue. Statue make us to remember Buddha. Statue is something similar to Buddha. To reflect Buddha, we need a statue. In the same way, to reflect a real Saṅgha, we need some ordinary Saṅgha, which is available for us. So, because something the same, although not fully the same. So, if we use knowledgeably, so the Buddha said, like, even some bhikkhus just wearing robes on the neck or on the hand, by aiming real Saṅgha's quality, if you do donation or you do respect, it is doing the same as towards the real Saṅgha. That is the Buddha said. So if we take Buddha as a refuge, we need to listen that is saying, that is Dhamma. If so, we need to practice that. Because of this, even ordinary Saṅgha, if we don't have choice, we should pay respect by aiming noble Saṅgha or noble Saṅgha's quality. So it is to get mainly for our benefit. Also for the sasana, maybe at least is something shameful when doing akusala like that. Something better, not fully.
Yes. Pāramī said the question here, if the Arahant he enter Nirodha Samapatti, so it means the same as he entered to the Nibbana.
So Nirodha Samapatti is a cessation of mind. Mind means Chaitanya Cetasika. Cessation of mind-born materiality. Only body, which is a karma-born, temperature-born, nutrition-born materiality is left. So not taking any object because of no mind. So different from Phala Samapatti. Phala Samapatti is having mind taking a Nibbana as an object, seeing a Nibbana. Nirodha Samapatti is didn't see, didn't know anything.
Is there any?
We have one more question in Vietnamese. Vietnamese said, if someone just thinking about the opposite sex, like the man thinking about the woman, or the woman thinking about the man, so if that also break their precept?
By thinking, not breaking precepts. Precept is to practice morally and verbally. Just in mind, not breaking morality. Only breaking concentration.
Thank you, Bhante, so much. I'm Ahmed from Egypt. Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly, Bhante?
Can hear.
Thank you. Yeah, it's about taking the medicine. Taking the medicine. Is it? Some people say that taking medicine out of escaping the pain or to escape the pain is like vibhava tanha, to crave, to not feel this feeling of pain. Is that the understanding, the good understanding of vibhava tanha? People take medicine to not feel pain. Is this craving to not feel pain, or we have to reflect on taking medicine to just to practice Dhamma?
I didn't hear very clearly, but by guessing, I will answer, right?
Yeah.
Taking medicine, we need to associate with medicine. We need to take medicine when we need. But medicine, we should reflect. Yeah, in order to not to have akusala, evil mind. So some people taking medicine to be stronger, or to be beautiful, to have a good skin color, like that. So it is an akusala mind. Not to have those. We should reflect. Taking medicine is just to be enough for removing disease. It is the most. Should not be more than that. So just to remove discomfort. So it should not be more than that. We eat that. If so, it is not greedy mind. It is a good mind. Yeah, kusala mind.
Yeah. So if we took the medicine to feel good, it's a kusala mind. If we took the medicine to not feel pain, is it a kusala mind?
Just to remove discomfort is okay, but should not be more than that. Like do be strong, and you can dispel weakness, but cannot aim to be strong or to be beautiful like that. So if to be beautiful, if to be like stronger, to show strength, to be pride, or to make a bodybuilding, yeah. So for the normal people, lay people, quite okay. Quite okay means lay people means want to enjoy life, not to reborn in bad destination. Most of our aim is only that, not really serious practitioner. For the serious practitioner, like bhikkhus, so even in those small evil, may prevent attainment. So should do for the bhikkhus surely. For the layman, when you go to retreat, taking upasata, those days especially should do, especially when we use others' donation. Should practice. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bhante. And these lessons are very helpful for me because I'm here in Egypt. There is no Saṅgha. So thank you so much. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bhante. Because of the time, can Bhante answer the last question? Bhante, or Demi Bhante, when I take 8 precepts on that day, I accidentally used shower cream with fragrance. And also one time I used facial wash during the time that I take 8 precepts because I use it wrongly. So is it breaking of precept in this way?
If it has smells, if it has smells, it is a break morality. Yeah, you may take a gain. So morality has breaking has 2 types. Some are like with the mind, without mind. So with the mind is intention breaking. It is more evil. So without mind, it's not intention breaking, happen to be. So it is less evil. So for some rules, if without mind, no problem. But in this case, if there is a smell, perfume, not just to dispel a bad smell, if so, it breaks morality. Repeat after me. Etawata cha amhehi.
Etawata cha amhehi.
Sambadang punya sambadang.
Sambadang punya sambadang.
Sabbe dewa anumodantu.
Sabbe dewa anumodantu.
Sabba sambati siriya.
Sabba sambati siriya.
Idame nyatinang hotu.
Idame nyatinang hotu.
Sukhita hontu nyatayo.
Sukhita hontu nyatayo.
Idame punyam.
Idame punyam.
Asawakaya waham.
Asawakaya waham.
Hotu.
Hotu.
Mama punya bhagam.
Mama punya bhagam.
Sabba sadanam.
Sabba sadanam.
Bhajemi.
Bhajemi.
Desabe.
Desabe.
Mesamam.
Mesamam.
Punya bhagam.
Punya bhagam.
Labantu.
Labantu.
Sadhu. Sadhu. Sadhu.